So continue our study of fairy tales. This read aloud is going to be a story about a dragon. At your center time rotation, you created a dragon. Those who did not, during small groups, you will go to Miss Hillary's table and she will help you complete your dragon. And then we're going to use them to decorate in our classroom. But I'm going to tell you a story about a dragon and a king named Kilom. Now, in this story, the king has a problem. And I need you to figure out what that problem is. So you have to be listeners so that you can find the king's problem. In the story, the king summoned help from a dragon. Do you know what the word summon means?
Help!
That's close. Good start.
Help. Help me.
What kind of help?
Help me.
What kind of help?
Help me.
To find help or to help someone. Very good. So, Drake, the word summon is whenever you call on someone for help. To tell them that you demand them to come here now. Okay? So, this story, the king summoned the dragon. I'm going to read the story, and I want you to see why do you think the king called on the dragon. Are you ready? Oh, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to listen?
Yeah.
Are your listening ears on?
Yeah.
Okay, it's my turn. Kilom was one of the happiest dragons you have ever seen. Well, you've probably never seen a dragon. To tell you the truth, neither have I. Kilom was such a good-natured dragon that he seldom roared and he never blew balls of fire. Not that he couldn't, he just didn't. All the other dragons thought that Kilom was odd.
Where's the other
They
dragon?
still played with him and they loved flying with him in dragon flying class. Although they said to one another, no roaring and no blowing fireballs. Just didn't seem very dragon-like. When Kilom was upset about something, he simply said, Nella Nella, which in dragon talk means, I'm sad. When he was angry, he said, Tella Tella, which means, go away. When he was tired and grumpy, he would say, Rella Rella. And he would fold his wings over his face and go to sleep. Kilom was a very articulate dragon. One day, a messenger brought a message from the king. The king had a problem. A giant had come to the village and plopped down right outside the village gate and simply would not budge. He wouldn't move. He spoke a silly language that neither the king nor any of his people understood. The king was frustrated. He wanted the giant to leave. The queen, who is usually a quiet person and serene person, was very upset at the presence of a giant. Sorry, guys. So, the king's message summoned the dragon to come blow balls of fire at the giant to make him leave. The king promised a wonderful prize to the dragon that could make the giant go away. So did anyone identify, touch your nose, the king's problem? From our reading, Jazuri, did you identify the king's problem?
Yeah.
What was the king's problem?
The king's problem was to leave.
He wanted the giant to leave. So the king's problem was that there was a giant outside the gate of the castle. And the problem was he needed him to go. Good job, Jazuri. Now, Jazuri, what did the king summon the dragon to do?
Go fight the monster.
And how is the dragon going to fight the giant?
You see fireball.
He was going to blow fireballs. Good job. Now, we read that the dragon didn't like to blow fireballs. He liked to use his words instead to talk about his problems. So let's find out if that dragon went to blow fireballs or what he did. The dragons loved the king's presence, so they flew immediately off to the village. The first dragon approached the giant and roared a mighty roar. The giant didn't even look up. The dragon sucked in a big breath and blew a huge fireball right at the giant. The giant reached up and batted away the flame. A second giant joined the first, but the giant simply wouldn't budge. He caught the fireball and tossed him into the ocean several miles away. Soon, the dragons were all tuckered out and out of breath. Kilum asked if he might have a turn, but the king said, no more fireballs. Kilum said, I will not use fireballs. I will use my words. The king gave permission, and Kilum approached the giant and said, Bella, Bella, Bobella? The giant smiled and answered, Wella, Wella, Wowella? Kilum pointed to the big mountain to his left. The giant picked him up, hugged him gently, and then headed for the mountain. The whole village cheered with delight. Finally, things would return to normal. The king handed Kilum a beautiful wrapped box. Kilum said it wasn't necessary, but the king insisted. Kilum opened his gift. What do you think is inside the gift? If you think you know, wiggle your ears. Let me hear Drake's prediction.
I think there is weapon.
A weapon. Good thought. Amelia, what was your prediction?
I was thinking it would be a baby dragon.
Oh, that would be a good gift. Tinley, did you have a prediction? No? Did anyone else have a prediction? Cardi, what was your prediction?
I think it was a book.
A book. That would be a good gift. Okay, so if you agree with Drake and you think the king gave the dragon a weapon, give me a thumbs up.
Yes.
We have 1, 2, 3 thumbs up. If you agree with Amelia and you think the king gave a baby dragon, give me a thumbs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so which is the bigger number, 7 or 3?
7.
Good job. Now, if you think that the king gave a book for a gift, give me a thumbs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So which was the bigger number, 6 or 7?
4.
7. Good job. So our class voted that we predict that the king gave a baby dragon as a present. Let's read on to find out. Inside was a tiny horse with gossamer wings. Kilum was thrilled. He loved his new friend. From the minute he saw her, he named her Bella. Kilum and Bella lived happily ever after in the land of dragons and giants of make-believe. Now, we've been talking about the word make-believe this week. What did we say that make-believe was? Does anyone have an idea?
Me.
Oh, lots of people. Harley, what is make-believe? Is it real or fake?
Real.
Make-believe.
Fake. Fake. Fake.
Fake.
Is
Good
that
job.
real?
So it's when something that is make-believe is not real. It's in our imagination, and you can think about it, and you can dream about it, but you can't actually see it, okay? You can think about a dragon, you can dream about a dragon, but can you actually see a dragon?
No.
No.
That's just when your mama or daddies, your brothers, your sisters.
Okay, so, what you got, Drake?
Is that dragon you in make-believe?
This dragon is a real paper dragon, but he is not a real dragon that can actually blow fire. So he's real in the sense that he's really made of paper, but he's make-believe. You have a thought? What's your thought?
Mine is not.
Be respectful.
Mine's not.
Be respectful.
One time, me and Daddy and Mama and Daddy went to, while I was a baby, we went to the dragon place to eat.
The dragon place to eat. We're going to talk about that some more and figure out what you're talking about. Okay.
I'm gonna say that
It's over in Texas.
Oh, the medieval times.
My dragon ain't make-believe of paper.
Little bunny foo-foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and popping them on the head. When along came the good fairy, and she said, little bunny foo-foo, I don't like you scooping up the field mice and popping them on the head. I'm going to give you one chance, and if you don't behave, I'm going to turn you into a goon. Little bunny foo-foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and popping them on the head. When along came the good fairy, and she said, little bunny foo-foo, I don't like you scooping up the field mice and popping them on the head. I gave you one chance, and you didn't behave. So, hey, all right, games, are you ready? Listen, we are going to transition to small groups. At my table number 1, we are going to pretend like we are little bunny foo-foo scooping up those field mice. I'm going to give you a card. You are going to see the number and count the dots on the card, and you're going to tell me how many field mice you scooped. Then we are going to compare to see who scooped the most mice. Understood? At table 2, I want you to pretend or continue working on building castles. You have the wooden blocks as well as the cups and popsicle sticks. You're going to build castles. At table 3, you have the building blocks. I want you to work, you can build whatever fairy tale. A frog, a sword, a crown, anything you want to build. At table 4, Zayden, Tinley, and Kyson did not make a dragon, so you're going to work on that. My other friends, you had the vocabulary words like crown and castle, carriage, sword, prince, and princess. You're going to pick the vocabulary word, write it on a piece of paper, and then draw me a picture. Understand? Alright, goons. I need you to go to your tables. Stand up and walk. Let me see. Table 1, go. Table 2, go. Table 3, go.
Am I at table 2?
You were at table 3.
Great, you were table 3.
And table 4, let's go.
Alright, you were table 1.
Amelia, that is my seat.
No. What is that?
Okay. Okay, come sit right here.
I'm gonna sit right here.
Alright, come sit right here so we can work together. Go to your table. Share the blocks, guys.
Hello. I'm a little girl. I'm a little girl too. I'm just baby.
Hey, guys.
Yeah,
So, alright, eyes on me. I have number cards. You're each going to pick one card, and you're going to look at the number. If you don't identify the number, you're going to count the dots, and then we're going to decide who has the bigger card. Got it? Okay, so pick one off the top. Cameron, you have to share. Did you get yours? Okay. So I have, lay your card down. I have the number 5. What number do you have? Give me a high five. Way to identify that. Amelia, what number do you have?
6.
You identified your number 2 without counting. Awesome. Okay, so we have the numbers 4, 5, and 6. Which number's the biggest?
6.
Araya, which number's the smallest? That's not 3. What number is that? 4. Good job, and it is the smaller number. Great. Let's do it one more time. Are you ready? Let's shuffle our cards. All right, little bunny foo-foo. Amelia, scoop your field mice. Okay, go ahead, Araya.
You have to do a dragon.
And I'm going to get a field mice. I picked up the number 10. I see a 1 and a 0. Amelia, what number did you get?
I got 2, but I got a lot too. 4. Look, I got a lot.
So, with these playing cards, you count the number, the picture in the center. These are identifiers. So you have 2.
Oh.
And Araya, what number do you have? It's not 8. Let's count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So how many do you have? Good job. So we have the numbers 9, 10, and 2. Araya, which number's the biggest? Let's think again. Which number's the biggest? How do you know 10 is bigger than 9?
Those can be little sometimes.
Because 9 is smaller sometimes. Okay, so 10 is bigger. What number is the smallest? So we're going to get rid of the small number. And since we're kind of struggling to know which number is the biggest, I want you to count out 10 cubes. And I want you to count out 9 cubes.
Ooh, that's a
Count
lot.
them for me.
This is a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14.
So there's 10. Count again and make sure. Let's start with number 1. Araya. So 1,
1, 2,